There are sins that hide so deeply in the corners of your heart that you may not even recognize them. Yet they are the very chains holding back the breakthrough you've been praying for. And until you confront them, the heavens remain as brass over your head. One hidden sin is unforgiveness, because you may lift your hands in worship and even cry out in prayer. But if bitterness is coiled in your soul like a viper, your petitions rise no higher than the ceiling. For Jesus himself said in Matthew 6:15, that if you do not forgive others, neither will your Father forgive you. And so you secretly sabotage your own blessing by clutching the wound tighter than his healing hand. And another hidden sin is pride, that subtle whisper that convinces you that you know better, that your way is more efficient than surrender, that you don't really need to pray about that decision. And yet Proverbs 16:18 warns that pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. So while you beg God for open doors, you secretly set yourself up for collapse because he will not share his glory with your self-reliance. And another sin blocking your breakthrough is compromise. Those little allowances that seem harmless. What you watch in secret, the words you allow to slip from your mouth, the company you choose to entertain. Yet Song of Solomon 2:15 says it is the little foxes that spoil the vine. And you wonder why your fruit never ripens, when in truth the small concessions have already gnawed away at your harvest. And another hidden sin is doubt, because even while you pray, you secretly rehearse failure in your mind, like Israel in the wilderness, who saw miracle after miracle yet still cried out that they would die in the desert. And Hebrews 11:6 makes it clear that without faith it is impossible to please God. So while your lips say, "I believe," your hidden unbelief builds a wall between you and the promise. And perhaps the most dangerous hidden sin is disobedience. Not the glaring rebellion of outright defiance, but the subtle refusal to obey the quiet nudges of the Spirit, the delayed obedience that you excuse with busyness, the call you know he has placed on your life, but you keep postponing until it becomes outright refusal. And 1 Samuel 15:23 declares that rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft and stubbornness as idolatry. So every time you resist his voice, you secretly enthrone your will above his. And no breakthrough can come when you worship yourself more than the God who calls you. The shocking reality is that these hidden sins are not always dramatic or public. They are private, inward, sometimes clothed in religion, sometimes disguised as wisdom. But they rot the foundation of your spiritual house until every prayer you pray leaks out through unseen cracks. And the truth is, you cannot shout your way into a breakthrough while shackled by sins you refuse to confront. You cannot fast enough days to twist God's arm while clutching poison in your heart. And you cannot expect chains to fall when you willingly polish the very links that bind you. For Isaiah 59:2 says it is your iniquities that separate you from God, and your sins that hide his face so that he will not hear. The warning is urgent because delay in addressing these hidden sins is delay in stepping into the destiny God has prepared. And the challenge is direct. For breakthrough is not a mystery floating in the heavens. It is a door already unlocked, waiting for you to drop the baggage you refuse to release. And the moment you forgive the one who wronged you, humble yourself before his presence. Close the doors to compromise. Believe his word above your fears, and obey even when it costs you. That is the very moment the atmosphere shifts, the heavens open, and the chains you thought would never break suddenly shatter beneath the weight of your surrender. Because the only thing strong enough to block your breakthrough is the sin you secretly protect. But the moment you lay it down, even the devil can stop the blessing that was already written in your name.